Welcome back.
There's a couple of R32s and S15 and NSX, and then us. We should be able to spice this one up a bit. 27 grand for first place for 5 races. This is going to pay for all the upgrades that we put on this car, basically. So. Breaking my fucking headphones. Good God. With the downshift's just breaking my earphones. Ah. Crackling, holy crap. So my only kind of real concern, because obviously we're leading by a lot here, is okay, not just that, but also tire life. Because the oh my god, because the racing mediums, they give a lot of grip, but not the most life, you know. And this car seems to be bouncing all over the place because I haven't really changed the suspension from drift settings to a regular racing setting, but. Downshift, it's like blowing my ears apart. What the fuck? Anyway, there's time attack cars that do under a minute laps at Tsukuba, and that's kind of what we're doing now. So this thing's pretty good. We're getting about an extra 5-second lead per lap. So even if we do have to pit, we might be able to actually like make up whatever time. Especially later on in the race when they're all going to be on more worn tires if we have to pit anyway, so we'll probably make more than 5 seconds back a lap. And usually pitting takes 20 or 25, 30 seconds-ish, kind of in that range, so should be able to make up that time and, you know, if we pit lap 6 or something, but we'll see. I don't want to get too confident because I don't know how long these tires last in this car, but you know, the tires on the Buick Special that won the Gran Turismo Championship, which is just crazy to say, is you know, they were dying at the end of each race for sure. So. I'd love to get to the point where I'm lapping cars in these championships, but you know, the opponents we're racing are not that fast, or not that slow. They're not that fast either, but they're not that slow. It's kind of crazy, like the progression comparing this game to Gran Turismo 4. At least when you're in Gran Turismo 4, you start with your ship boxes for the first few events. You know, you get through beginner series, and then you kind of get into progressively quicker cars. And by the time the Gran Turismo World Championship comes around, you're racing like Group C, LMP cars, you know, like Toyota GT1, Minolta, like, you know, that level of car, Pescarolos, and all that kind of stuff on the big tracks. And then this game is only 5 race championships instead of 10, which is good because if I can't exit out of the championship and save my place and save the game and come back the next day, 5 is plenty. Which is a big gripe I've got about this game, but you know, at the same time, like, I shouldn't be doing this race as like an expert series, which is after the Gran Turismo World Championship, in my opinion. Like, yeah, you know, this could be a fast series, but I was expecting like Toyota, Minolta, Nissan R390, or not R390, the CP520, whatever it's called, the GTP car, like the Group C car, like that kind of thing. I was expecting that level of car, but here I am, like, racing an R34 sedan against like other Skylines and shit. Which, don't get me wrong, I do like, but I feel like this is basically like your Turbo Cup Championship for GT4. So I feel like, you know, as much as I had a great time racing in the Gran Turismo World Championship there, I don't think I should have been able to win it with the fucking Buick Special, you know? And mind you, I did have to, like, save tires at the end and manage the gap to the McLaren F1, and then eventually just outright just somehow outpace it. But I say outpace it and then drift off course in this thing. But at the same time, like, I'm racing a Buick Special up against a McLaren F1. In GT4, that McLaren F1 was like the slowest car in the championship if you got it. It's either that or you get the Camaro LM, right? So it's kind of weird. And like, there's a whole event for a Volkswagen Lupo, like GT1 class. There's only 2 of those cars. One's like a 3-year older car than the other one. So it's kind of like, to me, doesn't really make sense to me, like, doing that as well as you know, all the other main events. Like, at least in GT4 you'd have the Lupo Cup under Volkswagen, and then you'd also have like the European shit, and then you'd also have like the World Championship shit and all that kind of stuff. So it feels like every car had 2 or 3 events. Like, I have a Veyron that I just put a ton of money in to make it make like 1200 horsepower, so I'd like to make up for how heavy the fucking thing is. But can I use it anywhere? Like, not really. I mean, I can't even use it for the MR challenge, because apparently it's not MR. Which is a bit insane to me. Like, I could use it in the 4-wheel drive cup, but then I can use any 4-wheel drive car I have at this point. I could use the staging and go destroy the 4-wheel drive cup. That's only got 345 horsepower. Like, you know, so I'm kind of stuck at that kind of. Like, I like the game because it feels basically like Gran Turismo 4, but better looking, right? Because it's PS3 graphics instead of PS2. But at the same time, I'm struggling with some of these things because it just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that, like, I'm doing this event now after winning the Gran Turismo World Championship. Like, usually after that, it's more like JGTC level cars and like the Polyphony Championship. You get endurance races. Like, does this game even have endurance races? I have no idea. Maybe that's like a top class that you need driver level 20 to get to. But I also need driver level 20 to buy the 2007 Blitz car, which is crazy to me because I can technically beat the game and have seen the end credits and not be able to buy like a 4-door Skyline. Like, Supra's pushing, too bad you're getting munched. Oh, it looks like is that a Civic? His tires are freaking exploding. Don't worry, Civic, I'll pass you here, so you only gotta do 1 more lap. And then I'll be cocky, spin the tires, and almost spin up. Are also pretty cooked. Not to the point where they're smoking yet, but they'd be getting there pretty quick, I'd imagine. What kind of line is that? That was a good race. sound beautiful. Forgot where to brake, my bad. Okay, layout F is the big track, but it's only 5 laps, so that's much better. I like the 90s Fuji the best because I have the legendary corner cut. Definitely not lapping anybody on this track. Fuji's too big. We're in 6th. Let's see if we get up to 170, maybe? 75? 175. Alright. Pretty good for a sedan. Tires are finally warmed up. We can push a little bit more on the first lap. I feel like in this game it takes about a lap and a little bit to get your tires warmed up. First gear, I'll blow the tires apart. This wants to blow them up in second, let alone first, so. Last corner is really awkward on this version compared to GT4. I mean, GT4 is a little bit awkward as well, but I felt just weird. So clumsy through there. I got about half a straightaway on second place. That's pretty good. Sorry guys, for me this is just like when you finally get your favorite car in a video game and you're just driving it. Because it's like my car in real life, except it's not beat up by people who steal the thing. But it just sounds so good, it handles so good, and it drives exactly like how I would expect based on how my car feels. Like, it's just so much fun. I'm just enjoying it so much that it's hard to be like, whoa, hey guys, look at this brand new video, you know? Because I don't think anyone here tunes in for that, but you know, it's hard to commentate when you're just concentrating so much trying to get the car around and trying to do it in a fast method that looks good for camera and sounds good. Like, I gotta make sure I'm driving the car in a way that you can, you know, listen to the motor scream and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's how I would enjoy certain car videos online. Like, we're watching people play racing games and stuff online. Like, a lot of it is the auditory part, so if I'm just like, hey, what's going on, guys? Well, welcome back to another video. It's pretty hard to have you guys, like, actually, A, want to hear that, and B, you know, like, for me, the channel has always been more just about the cars or the game itself, like, not so much me playing the game. Like, I don't know if I want to be the reason that you're watching Gran Turismo videos type of thing. But I like making the videos, and I enjoy actually just doing this part here, the driving part of it, because I just find it fun, and it takes that kind of autism part of my brain a little bit. So that's why I keep making these videos and uploading them for you, because I'm hoping that it tickles up, you know, whatever part of your brain as well. So, you know, just let me know if you want me to talk more in these videos or talk less, because it'd be a lot easier if I didn't have to talk at all, and you guys still liked it. But you know, now I start talking, then I start driving like shit, so that's kind of another reason why I don't. But we got basically a 37-second lead going into the 5th lap, and our tires aren't really even that bad. We could probably do 6 or 7, maybe. Maybe 7's a bit much, but on these things, so this thing's pretty decent on its tires. Especially in the front. I was expecting the front to be bad for pushing a lot, but yeah, just nice, clean, tidy laps when I'm not talking. That was a good race. And it's not even a race, it's just me doing 5 quality laps basically, but I really like it. I love this car. This thing's great. It's perfect for this championship, which leaves, you know, more for, you know, kind of sucks a bit through all those twisty parts, but it's the full layout, of course. I feel like Grand Valley East isn't even in this game. I want to see if I can lap everybody. I feel like it would be on any track that I could lap them. So far, it would be this one. So this one's got a lot of high speed, kind of. A lot of high speed mechanical grip, and I got race tires, which are way better than their street tires. So they may have 4-wheel drive and almost the same amount of power, but I also, never mind, I can't drive these corners, so ignore that. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, tunnel run. Sounds good in there, I like it. That whole corner is just so much waiting to get on throttle. I hate it. It's so boring. Use all the runoff. Oh yeah. And we're down one lap. I wonder how much of a lead we can get. Seconds after one lap. That's not bad. Which means that I might be able to, if I'm the same consistency, make up half a lap on second place. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to lap anyone, that's for sure. This track's way too big for that. I don't know what I was talking about on the first lap. Confidence through the floor. Flowing pretty good now. Got those speed juices flowing, if you know what I mean. It just sounds so good, I don't want to talk over it. Man. The lead should be popping up anytime soon. 24, not bad. Yeah, it's a 12-second lap lead, basically. So I pretty much lap everybody in like an 8-lap race. Is kind of what my math tells me, but I'm probably wrong. I just need to put softs on the front, just hards on the rear, so I can actually get this thing turned. It's so understeering. Which I guess is kind of what you want for a drift car at that point, but... just too short for there. Alright, on to lap 4, and then 5. We're out of here on the next one. 31-second lead. Slap on the way into second. I know in real life not good, but here, very large sounding. I like it. 31 second lead after 4 laps. Pretty spicy. This thing's actually pretty good on its tires too. I was expecting a lot more wear and tear here. I mean, the back left is starting to feel it, but it's nowhere near like dead, I would say. As I just understood from taking a terrible line, it's not the tires' fault. That's just late night brain. Not really much to say on that one. We're just dominating the whole race, and it's just handling it well and smooth, and you know. Oh yeah, good thing the camera switch. That's what blew in the camera. See ya. It's probably 200-meter board, I think, for that first corner. And you know what? I want to lap some people on this track if possible. So I'm going to send it through the Spicer. Strats, you know what I'm saying? The game thinks I should be in second in there. See, on a track like Monza, there's not really a lot of space for me to make up time. I was going to say, except for corners, and then I just dive in too late. Everyone's kind of just full throttle for 60% of the lap, really. A 13-second lead on a lap that's 2 minutes. Pretty spicy. Get so close to that inside wall. It's insane. I thought I was going to smoke it that time. 3 out of 5. Now let's go. See if we can nail the shortcut again. Oh, we nailed it, right? Nailed the wall down. Mode 2. Bit of a callback to the F1 YouTube Championship. If anyone remembers that. Those boys. Whatever happened to Harry Jacks? Noble T909. That's one thing I want to know. Straight for a bit. I think there's still 2 more races. Christ. Oh, 150-meter board is a little too late, my guy. My bad. The old Monza layout through there. That's kind of just a curve a little bit. This thing just saying it on the straight sounds so good. Lappington. It's crazy that a best lap was 2.something seconds quicker than the last one, I think. It's not like I was going slow on my last lap. I wasn't super cruising, really, I didn't think, but maybe it was. Compared to lap 2, I was flying 147. Oh, and then I do that. Idiot. Sorry, ladies and gents, it's the end of the night. I'm getting tired. I can't drive when I'm tired, I guess. Jeez. letting it fucking scream up to the line. I hope this is quick. I'm so tired, dude. I don't know why I thought I could slip through another championship tonight, but... Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, the frame rate through here, gosh dang. can't imagine doing 130R on my car at 160 kilometers an hour. That's fucking... Well, the tail happy. That's one spicy meatball. That's a tight corner at that speed. 23-second lead after 2 laps. Not bad. I say that and then just drive off the track and protest. Oh my god, figure it out. There we go. Pretty slippery. bumper like a snake. That was a better 130. Much better. Shaping up to be a nice 1 and 2 until I drove off. Lame. So bad. I'm just like the power glove. I'm so bad. Barely stayed on the track. I thought it was an honest draft or not either. It's all, you know what just hit me? It's kind of crazy that the Gran Turismo World Championship, like I did each one of those races on racing mediums and didn't have to pit once. It's kind of crazy considering like GT4's World Championship. Like you basically pit every race. Like I don't know anyone that's really made it through easy with only one pit stop. Even some of the tried it and pit on the last lap in a bunch of races when I did it, so kind of crazy that I was able to use the Buick Special on racing mediums and get that done. That's a bit crazy, honestly. That was a 5-lap race. I just enjoyed it. Just enjoying the ride. Trying to stay awake. It's bedtime. Good thing this is, I hope this is the last race in the championship.